Alright, I'm back at Frozen Head. It's 2 weeks until the Barkley Fall Classic. I'm going to get one more long run on the trails here.
And we'll start the taper. We are officially on the Barkley course now. Onto the Bird Mountain Trail we go. Obstacles all over the place. Haven't even hit this first switchback yet. Oh, there it is. So today I'm going to be going up Bird Mountain and back down the other side to the creek, up North Bird Mountain to Jury Ridge and Bald Knob, and then I'm going to cut into the Jeep Road to take the Bird Mountain Trail back, and then I'm going to go down the Ross Gap Trail back to the road and then back to my car at the visitor center. I think it'll be about 15 miles, 16 miles, 4,000 feet elevation gain, something like that. I'm trying to simulate race day as much as I possibly can today. So I've got the outfit, socks, the pack, the fuel I'm going to be using on race day. So we'll have everything except race day effort. Because the race is only 2 weeks away, probably 1 week away by the time you guys see this video. And I really don't want to blow myself up today, so give a solid effort and then we'll start resting. 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 14 switchbacks going up the Bird Mountain Trail, despite what some people, myself included, might tell you. There's 18 on the backside to get down to the creek. And yes, I will be that guy counting them on race morning. Some people might think that's annoying, but it just gives you a little mental goal to hit. Just count to 14, that's all. And we're already at number 9. It's just a little steep. Just in number 12. I'm gonna take a goo before I get to the top. So when I get up there, I will be ready to run down. Don't bring these on race day though. They are forbidden. Last switchback. Then we'll get to the top and we'll run down. Just ran into Leonard Martin. He lives in the area. He's out here doing some repeats up and down Bird Mountain. He's Barkley famous. He's got one of the hills is named after him. It's called Leonard's Butt Slide. That way, it's good to run into somebody out here. You know there's someone else out here suffering even though we're not together. So hopefully he has a good solid training day and maybe I'll run to him on race day. So when you start getting excited, after an hour of climbing, you finally get to run a little bit. These capstones up there are awesome. The first little trail junction. So this way, I came up this way. This way goes to the campground and the actual peak of Bird Mountain. But I'm going to continue on this way. This trail to the left here goes down Cumberland Trail to Ross Gap. That's where I'm going to finish. But then this way is North Bird Mountain. It's about 2.6 miles, about almost 1,500 feet of ascent. Did it just under an hour, which is pretty good considering I'm not rested. And I'm not really pushing as hard as I can, but I don't know if you can tell by the sweat on my shirt, it's just hot out here. So let's get a run down and loosen these legs up a little bit before we gotta climb again. I think I'm going to descend the same amount, 1,500 feet in about a mile and a half. That's 2 already. There's 18 on the way down. Don't ask me how I know. I'm gonna put the GoPro away for a bit so I can concentrate on the trail. This right here is why it's so hard to race at Frozen Head, because even on the downhills, when you think you want to run, but every time you get into a little rhythm, it gets really steep or muddy or giant loose rocks, looking to end your day. So not gonna risk that today. So we're just gonna carefully descend, get out of here with no injuries. I lost track of my switchback count, but I can start to hear the creek, so I know I'm getting close to the bottom. Can't wait to wash all these spider webs off my face, get some cold water on my arms just to cool down a little bit. Made it to the creek, about an hour and a half. It's about 1.7 miles down from the top of the mountain down to here. And now we climb. This next climb is even worse than the first one. I think this one gains about 2,500 feet. With like 70 switchbacks or something like that. Yet another down tree. Shortcut. No thanks. just crazy. I don't know if you can see how far down that is. So steep here, everywhere. There's a view somewhere through there, but this is mostly the view of Frozen Head. Can't really see a lot of the mountains because the trees are so dense, but at least it gives good shade. 1 mile from the creek is 1,000 feet up, give or take a few. And just after that mile, you hit Jury Ridge. So it flattens out for a little bit here. But you could run. On race day I will, but today I'm gonna fast hike it. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna run a little bit of it. Just to shake the legs out after that really steep mile. If I remember right, this section's only about half a mile before I start another big climb. I actually really dislike this downhill because I'm giving back all the climbing that I just did, and I'm just gonna have to turn around and do it all again. But that's part of trail running in the mountains, I guess. Another chance to cool off. Take it. Good thing I brought more because I've already drank all my water. Well, all the water in this bottle. I brought a whole extra one, which is a good thing because I'm not even halfway done. But once I finish this climb, it's mostly flat and downhill the whole way back. So, these rocks mark the top. Unfortunately, still got about another mile of climbing, another 1,000 feet or so. Woo! To run a little. It's always good news when you see a sign. Coffin Springs, Cumberland Trail. That way, that way. I'm going this way, which takes me out to the Jeep Road. And that means my climbing is basically done for the day. Woo! We're out on the Jeep Road, aka Quitter's Road, for those familiar with the Barkley marathons. So to this point, we're almost 8 miles, 3,600 feet of gain. It took me 3 hours to do that. Holy crap. That's a pretty slow warm-up loop, but there's 2 massive climbs in there. So not too worried about my pace on that today. Race day I'll be pushing a little bit harder and I'll be rested. So today was just about getting some miles on my legs, some elevation, and I've done that. So now I'm just gonna head back to the car. We're gonna go this way, up to the Bird Mountain Trail. I think this is about 1.5 miles to get us back to that junction, maybe 2 miles. That was mostly flat, but of course, we're starting with the climb. So for you data and numbers nerds like me, you really can break that last section from Phillips Creek up to the junction there. But you can break that section into 3 smaller pieces. So you got the first mile of climb, about 1,000 feet, to Jury Ridge, and then Jury Ridge is like 6/10 of a mile downhill, and then you've got another mile climb up to the wilderness sign, and then from there it's kind of a mile down and up to the junction. So I guess 4 sections, 3 landmarks though. Woo! Got a real steep part here. Kind of forgot about this. Glad I did this trail today to remember this. Another beautiful view obscured by trees. Good news is, after 4,000 feet of elevation gain, you still feel good enough to run. That's what you got to do to be able to finish this race. Survive through the climbs and then run everything else. One last steep climb, I think. Oh, actually this is the peak. Bird Mountain. Now I made it to the campsite. Anyone see a blaze anywhere? All right, let's figure out exactly where. So you come into the campsite, go directly past the sign between the two trees. Got it. The massive Castle Rock. Still awesome. Can't believe they haven't fallen down the mountain though. Castle Rock pretty much marks the end of the Bird Mountain Trail. I'm about to come back out to that junction, but instead of doing Ross Gap and going to see the Pillars of Doom, I'm just gonna go straight down Bird Mountain, a couple miles, so I can get back home. It's been a great run today. Hopefully you learned something about the park. Hopefully you enjoyed the views. Hopefully you enjoyed the forest. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel because I'll be carrying the GoPro with me on race day, and you don't want to miss a video of that. It could be an epic disaster, or it could be a glorious finish, and anything in between. You never know what you're going to get on race day here. Yeah, we're back to Yellow Gate. That's quite a warm-up loop. Been looking forward to this since I saw it on the way in. Oh, that's cool. Oh, but does that feel good? Oh, I gotta end every run at Frozen Hill like this. Woo! Oh, I feel good now. Final stats was 13 miles, 4,000 feet of gain, and a little over 4 hours. Pretty good for a training run out here. So we'll take the next 2 weeks and rest and recover and give it everything we got on race day.